Hi, YouTubers. I'm back today. I thought that I would continue from where I left off yesterday with RVing with Winnie the Pooh and Ferbie too. And I thought it might be a three-part. I thought today I would just read more of Winnie the Pooh and show you pictures. So if you're out there RVing, or anybody, a grandchild or just someone who'd like to just close their eyes and listen to someone tell them a story, then I will do that for you. I feel better today. I was real sluggish yesterday. I meant that in my work, real estate is slow during the winter, not the summer. Anyway, I didn't take antihistamines yesterday, so I'm here having nummy buttered coffee. Gotta give you a tip. There is nothing like fresh ground coffee beans. I use a French press, and then I put butter. I do use a little heavy whipped cream and a little reishi mushroom or cordyceps mushroom in my coffee, and you whip it up in an austerizer or some other, something else that will vortex the coffee. And oh, I am so spoiled. I cannot go without it now. It might be a little fattening. I'm not sure though, because fat actually, if you're not eating sugars, turns into energy. But anyway, I thought I would continue today. If you're watching this first, then go back to the first video. I'll have to go back and put part 1 on it. And we'll finish up with Ferbie too. God, that's the second time he says, "Hey, I'm Ferbie." It's just like he knows. Anyway, let's just read a little bit of Winnie the Pooh, and I'll show you pictures also. So I'm going to try to watch my time here too. I'm not set up at all here. It took me an hour to download that video yesterday. But I thought, today I'm feeling good, and I think, it'd be nice for you to see me when I'm feeling good too. I just hate those antihistamines. I'm in the Northwest. I'm close, all the pollens and the tree pollens up here are so thick and so heavy. They even come over on this other side where we still have winter. I just hate it. I guess, yeah. Anyway, let's get to Winnie the Pooh. So let's just take from, here's one picture I forgot to show you. Here's Winnie the Pooh as he comes to find Piglet. Isn't that cute though? Okay, so let's start again with the last paragraph of the last page. The clock was still saying 5 minutes to 11 when Pooh and Piglet set out on their way half an hour later. The wind had dropped, and the snow, tired of rushing round in circles trying to catch itself up, now fluttered gently down until it found a place on which to rest. We just had more snow today too, by the way, so this is a really good story to be reading. I can, be really in it. And okay, let's go back again. Sorry about that. The wind had dropped, and the snow, tired of rushing round in circles trying to catch itself up, now fluttering gently down until it found a place on which to rest. And sometimes the place was Pooh's nose, and sometimes it wasn't. And in a little while Piglet was wearing a white muffler round his neck and feeling more snowy behind the ears than he had ever felt before. "Pooh," he said at last, and a little timidly, because he didn't want Pooh to think he was giving in, "I was just wondering, how would it be if we went home now and practiced our song, and then sang it to Eeyore tomorrow, or the next day when we happen to see him?" "That's a very good idea, Piglet," said Pooh. "We'll practice it now as we go along." Let me show you the pictures so you can really see where they're at. Looks pretty snowy, huh? "We'll practice it now as we go along, but it's no good going home to practice it, because it's a special outdoor song which has to be sung in the snow." "Are you sure?" asked Piglet anxiously. Well, you'll see, Piglet, when you listen, because this is how it begins. The more it snows, Tiddly Pomme. Tiddly what? Said Piglet. Pomme, said Pooh. I put that in there to make it more hummy. The more it goes Tiddly Pomme, the more. Didn't you say snows? Yes, but that was before the Tiddly Pomme. It was a different Tiddly Pomme, said Pooh, feeling rather muddled now. I'll sing it to you properly, and then you'll see. So he sang it again. The more it snows, Tiddly Pomme, the more it goes Tiddly Pomme, the more it goes Tiddly Pomme on snowing. And nobody knows, Tiddly Pomme, how cold my toes, Tiddly Pomme, how cold my toes, Tiddly Pomme, are growing. He sang it like that, which is much the best way of singing it, and when he had finished, he waited for Piglet to say that, of all the outdoor hums for snowy weather he had ever heard, this was the best. And after thinking the matter out carefully, Piglet said, Pooh, he said solemnly, it isn't the toes so much as the ears. By this time they were getting near Eeyore's gloomy place. Coffee break. Which was where he lived, and as it was still very snowy behind Piglet's ears, and he was getting tired of it, they turned into a little piney wood and sat down on the gate which led into it. They were out of snow now, but it was very cold, and to keep themselves warm they sang Pooh's song right through 6 times, Piglet doing the Tiddly Pommes, and Pooh doing the rest of it, and both of them thumping on the top of the gate with pieces of stick at the proper places. In a little while they felt much warmer and were able to talk again. I've been thinking, said Pooh, and what I've been thinking is this. I've been thinking about Eeyore. What about Eeyore? Well, poor Eeyore has nowhere to live. Nor he has, says Piglet. You have a house, Piglet, and I have a house, and they are very good houses. And Christopher Robin has a house, and Owl and Kanga and Rabbit have houses, and even Rabbit's friends and relations have houses or some things, but poor Eeyore has nothing. So what I've been thinking is, let's build him a house. That, said Piglet, is a grand idea. Where shall we build it? We will build it here, said Pooh, just by this wood, out of the wind, because this is where I thought of it, and we will call this Pooh Corner. And we will build an Eeyore house with sticks at Pooh's corner for Eeyore. There was a heap of sticks on the other side of the wood, said Piglet. I saw them, lots and lots, all piled up. Thank you, Piglet, said Pooh. What you have just said will be a great help to us, and because of it, I could call this place Pooh Had Piglet Corner, if Pooh Corner didn't sound better, which it does, being smaller and more like a corner. Come along. So they got down off the gate and went around to the other side of the wood to fetch the sticks. Christopher Robin had spent the morning indoors going to Africa and back, and he had just got off the boat and was wondering what it was like outside when who should come knocking at the door but Eeyore. Hello, Eeyore, said Christopher Robin as he opened the door and came out. How are you? It's snowing still, said Eeyore gloomily. So it is. And it's freezing. It is. Yes, said Eeyore. However, he said, brightening up a little, we haven't had an earthquake lately. And here are the pictures, so you can see them. I hope you can see them good. See? Aren't those wonderful pictures. What's the matter, Eeyore? Nothing, Christopher Robins. Nothing important. I suppose you haven't seen a house or whatnot anywhere about. What sort of house? Just a house. Who lives there? I do. At least I thought I did. But I suppose I don't. After all, we can't all have houses. But Eeyore, I didn't know. I always thought. I don't know how it is, Christopher Robin, but what with all this snow and one thing and another, not to mention icicles and such, it isn't so hot in my field about 3 o'clock in the morning as some people think it is. It isn't close, if you know what I mean, not so as to be uncomfortable. It isn't stuffy. In fact, Christopher Robins, he went on in a loud whisper, quite between ourselves, don't tell anybody, it's cold. So let's stop there, and we'll hopefully have enough time with the third one to finish it. I hope I don't have to talk too fast, and we'll...
Hey, me, Ferbie!
You know what? I don't know. He just knows. He just knows. Ferbie, when I turn him on, he doesn't do that. He knows he's on YouTube. Honestly, I think so. Hey, Ferbie.
Do.
I love you.
Me love you.
Yeah.
Coco.
Me love you, Coco. Hey, Ferbie.
Do.
Go to sleep.
Okay. Me sleep now.
See? There you go. Anyway, we'll end with Ferbie. And you don't want to know how the way to wake him up? You gotta tickle him. Uh-oh. It's not working. Oh well, anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. Love to all, and I hope you enjoyed the story. Okay, bye.